boom boom bandidi, a doom dum day, a doom dum day, do 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 do.
Get it? The Indian rupee, the Russian ruble, the Korean won. Welcome to Heavy Petting, Meet the Family. And no, we're not talking about currencies. We haven't changed the format of the show. Well, maybe a little bit. And I shall tell you what I mean, because there's a twist to this tale. We're going to go inside and meet Jesslina and Gabriel and talk about their pets. That is your clue. Let's go inside. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Jess.
How are you?
Very well indeed. I have not seen such beautiful Irish setters in a long time. What a lovely coat she has.
Yes, they are very beautiful dogs.
Okay, you've got 8 of them.
I have 8 dogs, yes.
Okay, and we're going to have a nice long day with them today.
Oh, good. I
on
look
Heavy
forward to
Petting.
that, and I'm sure they'll love it.
I'm sure they will, and you will as well. So, should we go inside?
Yes, welcome.
Come on, let's go. Come on, guys. Hello. Come on.
Come.
Hi, Florin.
Cedi, come.
Come on,
Daisy.
Florin.
Come. Tuku, come, Daisy. Come. Come, Daddy.
Hi, Florin. Hi.
Come.
Hi.
Come.
Okay, come and sit here. Everybody, I want you to meet Jesslina, who is the mother, the pet mother of 8 doggies. And might I just add, with very unusual names. And I have to ask you this, Jesslina, where did you get those names?
I think it was the fact that I love traveling and I've been to a lot of different countries. And when I started having a lot more than just 1 or 2 dogs, I decided I'm going to start naming them after the different currencies.
That's quite quirky. I mean, I've never heard of that before. But you've got different names, all 8 of them,
yes.
And they're all different currencies. Yeah?
Except for one.
Yeah, and that one is?
Poppy.
Poppy, yeah. Well, you might want to start a new currency there. Give me the different names and tell me something about them.
Well,
The eldest, let's start with the eldest.
The eldest one, yeah. She's now about 11. Okay. My first setter was, her mother, who I got something like 16, 17 years ago. Okay. And she was the first setter. Her name was Penny.
Right.
So, the English Penny.
Yeah.
So, she was a champion, and then slowly I started breeding them. And then Rouble is, of course, her daughter. And then Rouble's daughter is Poppy.
Oh, okay.
So I've had like 4 generations
of this Irish setter. That's beautiful.
Very sweet-natured, very friendly, very
like Irish setters are.
All setters are, yes. Yeah. Setters basically are very, very sweet. And I think also one of the most obedient dogs that I have. Yeah. The rest don't listen.
Now, what about this little baby here?
This one's a little baby. She actually is a little baby because she's just about 7.5, 8 months old. And her name is Florin, which is another currency.
So there you go. You're a rich kid already. You've got a currency in your name.
I also have a lot of adopted street dogs, 2 of which live at home with me. And I feed a lot of close to 8 different dogs outside every day.
And what are they called? Rupee and...
I think I'm going to get into trouble if I say that.
Give me
I actually did that once.
Yeah?
You know, I had a stray a couple of years ago. I had a stray, and when I got into this whole thing of naming the dogs after different currencies, this adopted stray, I ended up naming her Rupee, and everybody around was very upset that you're being very, very unfair. You don't value the Indian currency.
Why not? I mean, stray dogs are still beautiful, so yeah.
I agree with you.
And they've got great personality as well. So you've got 2 strays that live with you.
Strays, yes.
And what about the pugs?
Pugs, I had their mother, Yen.
The mother's name was Yen?
Yen. She was Japanese Yen, yes.
Okay.
And unfortunately, she died in childbirth.
Oh.
And these 2 were brought up from the time they were born. I was the one who was their mother.
And what are their names?
And their names are Lari and Cedi.
Okay, so that's also currency there.
Those are also currency.
Okay, listen, you're going to start a world economy, a parallel world economy here. I hope you realize that. In Hyderabad, starting with the bank of Jesslina. Now, does it take a large part of your day looking after so many dogs?
It does take a lot of time. I'm not going to say no. Sometimes they can behave very stubborn and they,
Moody? Really?
Moody, not so much moody, but more stubborn. And I think what happens is they also have their own personalities, and probably they also go through their off days when they decide, I'm not listening to you today. I'm going to do my own thing today, and that's it. Cedi, come here, sweetheart. Cedi, come. Cedi, come. Come on, let's go now. Chotu, let's go back. Come. Chotu, come here. Chotu. Choti. Okay, who's going? Who is going? Come on then, who's going? Come on then. Puppet, come here. Baby. Pop. Puppet. Puppet, come here. Puppet.
What about your husband? Do you all have like separate favorites? Does your husband have a certain set of favorites when it comes to the canines and you separate, or is it?
For me, I think I love all of them. I can't...
That's a very typical mother kind of answer. I love them all equally, but I'm sure you have a little favorite tucked away. Tell me the truth.
I think probably for each one of them, their individual personalities or their traits, which I like, one thing about one dog or another thing about another dog. But for me, as I said, truly, they're all equal. I'm not just saying that.
You love the world economy the way it is. Yes,
I like all the currencies.
So do they sort of gang up against? Do you have like little gang wars going on? The pugs versus the Irish setters and things like that?
Actually, well, not gang wars as such. I think that happens more between the two males right now. My little puggy Tukiwan, who, although he's a tiny little fellow, thinks he's the alpha male, the boss around, because he was the only male for quite some time.
Till Pirate came along?
Till Pirate came along. So right now there's this huge rivalry thing happening that, these are mine and you can't just come in.
Don't boss around with me. But pugs are amazing. They don't back off, huh?
No, they don't. They don't. Although they're not aggressive as a breed.
But they're territorial.
But they are territorial. And I think that goes with all males, right?
Yeah, we are territorial. That's true. What about the mother-daughter combination? Do they sort of...
Well, Rouble and Puppet, are very close. I think even now you'll find sometimes Rouble would be kind of licking Puppy's face or, trying to groom her like a little baby. Although Puppy is, of course, now 2 years plus.
So she says...
But she still has that motherly instinct because I guess Puppy is here. But if
Does she braid her hair and do things like that?
They've got the hair to braid though, long enough, isn't it? What a fabulous coat that they have. Yes, that's true.
Well, you thought the ladies in the house were the only ones that were emotional. Well, think again, because the male species also has feelings. Yeah? Let's talk about it now.
Did you know a male sea catfish keeps the egg in his mouth until they are ready to hatch? He carries up to 48 of these marble-sized eggs in his mouth and does not eat during this period, sometimes up to 60 days.
You know what, Rouble? 60 days is a long time. And as much as I love you, 60 days without food, I don't think I could do it. Not for love, not for anything. And if you want to break with me, well, so be it. Do you? Okay, we're breaking up. Time for a little break. Come back after this.
Boom bam dee a doom dum day, a doom dum day, do 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 do.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for Retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.